Put your right hand in the box.
What's in the box?
Pain. Your instinct will be to remove your hand from the box. If you do so, you die. Upon key timber. Silence! Silence! There is the pain! You die.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and we've got another Star Wars-esque issue going on with Dune, where several posters have popped up that target the Chinese market, and they have, well, erased a strong woman of color because, well, the Chinese are racist. I don't really know any other way to put this. You know, to me, it seems really bizarre, but I guess I just don't think that way. When I see a movie poster, I'm not like, ooh, what races are on the poster? But, you know, obviously the hypocrisy of these, you know, innumerable woke Hollywood people, nobody ever really comes out to say anything. Now, I will say in the Star Wars particular case, John Boyega did later bring it up. Now, I don't know if that was part of the reason why he went so hard after Disney or what, but here's the story. New black British actress Sharon Duncan Brewster reportedly removed from poster for Dune movie in China. Hollywood has previously been accused of making these changes to its film to appease the Chinese authorities. Now, there are several posters that I've seen out there. Some appear to debunk this. There appear to be Chinese posters that have her on there, but why would we be surprised? They did this with Black Panther. They did this with Star Wars. They've done this with many ensemble casts from Western movies that they want to get marketed in China. A black British actress who has a major role in Hollywood Dune film was reportedly removed from the poster released for audiences in China. Sharon Duncan Brewster plays ecologist turned diplomat Dr. Leah Kynes, probably mispronounced that, in director Denis Villeneuve's new adaptation of Frank Herbert's 1965 novel. She features prominently in the poster released in the UK and the United States, but according to reports, she's been removed from promotion for film in China. Now, it looks like maybe she's been replaced by somebody of Asian descent there. I'm not exactly sure. But, yo, BLM, where are you at? You know, all these Hollywood actors and actresses funneling all this money, you know, maybe speak out. I don't think that it's worth, you know, selling short your morals to make a few more dollars. But, I mean, I'm also not on some pulpit telling people that I'm better than them, which Hollywood does all the time. It comes 6 years after black star John Boyega's image was dramatically reduced in size on the Chinese poster for the Star Wars The Force Awakens. Did I say The Last Jedi? Force Awakens. The removal of Miss Duncan Brewster's image was highlighted by the China Africa Project, a U.S.-based organization which aims to explore every aspect of Chinese engagement with Africa. In a tweet, it claimed the poster had been, quote, airbrushed to remove the Miss Duncan Brewster. Responding to the claim, Chinese media claimed it was a smear. It's not clear if the new poster was designed by Warner Brothers or Legendary East, the firm responsible for its distribution in China. Both firms have been approached for comment. Neither have replied. Now, what's interesting to me is, like, does this work? Like, okay, let's just do a little, you know, a thought experiment here. If Chinese people don't like black people, okay, if this is true, which I can't say, I don't want to say all, but I do think there's plenty of evidence that there's a significant portion that do believe this, okay? Why would you want to, like, Trojan horse them in a movie? Wouldn't, like, people get up and walk out? Like, imagine seeing Black Panther and all the posters don't have a black person on it because you're afraid of how China will react to that. And then suddenly they sit down for a 3-hour film filled exclusively with black folks. Like, I don't understand why they would, think that, this sort of bait and switch makes sense. In 2015, Boyega, who played lightsaber-wielding Finn in the new Star Wars film, was featured much less prominently in the Chinese poster, and it prompted accusations of racism. Well, it is. Other characters, Chewbacca and Oscar Isaac's Poe Dameron, were also missing. I don't know why they didn't like Chewbacca, but Poe was like, I don't know, kind of, I don't know. Maybe they don't like Poe, or they don't like him because he's not white, or I don't know. I don't really know what his lineage is. Other characters, Chewbacca, also Hollywood had previously been accused of making changes to its film to appease Chinese authorities. Well, they do this all the time. This isn't anything new. Last year, Marvel was accused of whitewashing a Tibetan character from 2016 film Doctor Strange over alleged fears that would harm the film's chances of success in China. The character was played by British actress Tilda Swinton. No disrespect to Tilda, but yeah, they absolutely did do that. Dune was released on China last Friday, but lost the top spot at the box office to Chinese epic The Battle at Lake Changjin. Now, there are people out there refuting this. There are people saying that this isn't true, but I mean, the poster seems to be real, and the practice we know is something that happens. So it seems unlikely that this would be incorrect. Now, the film's reviews are in. Most importantly, Tim Pool's review. The internet was really mad about that. The tomato meter is an 83%. Like, here's what most of you were saying. The film could be, were dragged on at times, and it felt boring. I can see that. You know what I mean? Like, I can see that. Plus, a lot of people have been kind of conditioned by these Marvel movies where it's like nonstop action for 3 straight hours. A lot of, build up and subtlety isn't something we're used to seeing in a lot of movies these days. But to me, the overwhelming majority of the audience seemed to really like it. I thought it was, I want to be careful here. I thought it was okay. It's a difficult movie to make, I believe. This is one of those cases where I think the book is just going to hold up definitely better than what you can do on screen. I thought, while the cast was huge, I didn't really think Dave Bautista did very good. There are other actors and actresses I thought were kind of flat. But, overall, it was fun to watch and free. I mean, I didn't pay any more for it since I already had HBO Max, so I didn't feel like, oh man, I paid $30 for this and I wasn't entertained. I was definitely entertained. A 7.5 to 8 is probably where I would rate it. But people did say it was boring at times. When you look at, many of the critics too, also kind of, 400 different reviews, but a lot of the, you see a scattershot and inconsistent as Villeneuve's version is, as he's proven, is indeed filmable. Sadly, this doesn't equate to riveting or engaging storytelling. It means it's just understandable and cinematic. An effort to create a grand science fiction epic has yielded something cold, something that fails to generate an emotional response. The movie's stripped-down material world correlates with stripped-down emotional, one narrow, facile, and unambiguous. It feels like half a movie. Well, it is kind of part one, isn't it? From what I understand. But overwhelmingly, Tim Pool was trending yesterday over his dislike of the movie. He wrote, "Dune was so painful to watch that we just walked out halfway through." I don't know. Maybe. A movie has to be really bad for me to walk out. The only movie I think I've ever walked out of was Sausage Party. I think Sausage Party I walked out of. It was just that bad. Now, hey, clearly he's not alone. Some people would agree. And by the way, this isn't a shot at Tim Pool. I'm only laughing because it was trending. Now, some people said he was trending because of his take on Alec, but to me, it also seems like this was also trending at the time. It's still better than The Last Jedi. Well, everything's better than The Last Jedi. That's not a very high standard, Timmy. Nothing was happening. It took an hour to give us a story that could have been 5 minutes. I kept falling asleep. I don't know. I disagree. I don't think it was that boring. I don't know if it was, you know, falling asleep in the theater bad. You see, like, it's incredible. As much as I like and respect Tim's work, he complains about art like this, which is great and apolitical, but then watches all the Marvel and Disney Plus shows despite how much he hates Disney. People were mad, but it doesn't take much for Tim to get Twitter riled up. He's entitled to his opinion. I don't think that it was painful to watch. I don't think that it was even in the same conversation as The Last Jedi. It was still a good movie. Last Jedi was objectively bad. And I don't think it was walkout level bad, but hey, you let me know what you think. I think the movie was overall pretty good. But everyone has different tastes, and I just thought it was funny that Twitter got really butthurt about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.